Just what are the three critical challenges faced by the cybersecurity market? I'm Mike Loader. Let's find out. This is Ending Cyber Risk. Welcome back to Ending Cyber Risk, presented by the team at Arctic Wolf, where each episode we unpack the ways in which we can help put an end to risky cyber behaviour. As the cybersecurity landscape undergoes a transformative shift in 2024, we explore the pivotal emergence of security operations and how they look to eclipse traditional approaches and, of course, redefine the industry. Joining me now to discuss this further is Nick Schneider, the President and CEO of Arctic Wolf. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Let's talk 2024. I can't believe we're already here. Take us through why security operations are gaining so much prominence over legacy or existing operations that are in place for businesses.
Yeah, I think we're at a pivotal point in the market with the emergence of AI and different techniques. I think customers, by and large, are kind of fed up with the tools-based approach that has permeated the market for a long time. They're looking for ways to reduce the complexity of their environment and give themselves the outcome that they've been after from the beginning, which is just an understanding of their overall security posture and whether or not they're protected as a business.
100%, and I know a lot of people out there or businesses may not be looking at it because it's a bit too daunting. When you say tools and we talk legacy tools, what sort of things are we sort of referencing there just for people at home?
Yeah, I mean, there are different tools set up for each attack surface and each technique that is used by a bad actor. You know, when we talk to customers or prospects, some of them are using 50, 60, 70 cybersecurity tools. And that's a super complex environment to manage. And they don't have the talent or the expertise to tie that all together into a comprehensive package or operation. And that in and of itself is a risky
and of course, where that daunting mindset comes from, they sort of go, oh, it's too much, I've got 50 of these things. What are the three key challenges the cybersecurity market must address, in your opinion? What have you and the team seen? Yeah,
so there's been one that's been ongoing, which is just the talent gap. There's just not enough cybersecurity experts in the community. Number two is the alert fatigue that comes from managing and monitoring these 50 or 60 different tools. And then the third is just the complexity that comes with the various tools that are within the marketplace or within the customer's environment. And then the ongoing changes kind of in the way in which folks' attack surfaces are being attacked by bad actors or the techniques that those bad actors are using.
I get stressed when I get my password wrong. I can only imagine how some of these larger organizations manage it all. But let's talk security operations. How are they providing organizations with that comprehensive visibility of their attack landscape and of course their threat detection as well?
Yeah. So to have a strong security program, you need to understand your cybersecurity wholesale. So you need to understand what's happening on the various attack surfaces. You need to be able to detect and respond to threats. You need to be able to remediate those threats. You need to understand your vulnerabilities, train your people, have an incident response plan. There are a lot of factors that go into a strong security operation. And historically, a lot of that was built by a variety of different tools and then was kind of left to folks that weren't cybersecurity experts to stitch together. So a strong security operation is really focused on the outcomes you're trying to deliver to the business. So am I protected as a business? Am I not? Am I protected against specific threats or am I not? Are my employees trained or are they not? It's really more about an outcome-based approach and then having a single pane of glass or a single operation to tell you what's critical about your infrastructure and areas that you might need to improve.
I'll add clients to that as well, making sure clients are safe and data. We all know how much data we give out these days. But what factors contribute to the rapid growth of the cybersecurity market? And I guess why are security operations an attractive choice for organizations? What would you say?
Yeah, so I mean, the market has evolved over time as the threat surface has evolved, right? So we started kind of with protecting the perimeter, then everything moved to the cloud, then there became an advent of new products and techniques that were associated with the cloud. And now we're kind of entering an era where AI is being used in malicious ways as well. So I think the market has continued to expand in a customer's environment just because the market itself or the techniques themselves have changed so rapidly over time. So it's a really strong market itself, kind of within the larger ecosystem. But frankly, it's pretty complex for the end customer. And I think that's where security operations are bringing together this variety of different tools into these outcome-based approaches really makes a difference for customers that might not have the budgets or have the talent in-house to really deliver the outcomes that they need for their business or for their customer bases or whatever they're trying to solve for. So it's a really important time in cybersecurity to kind of take what has historically been a disparate market and tie it together for the end user so that they can, achieve the goal that they set out to achieve, which was to be a protected entity.
Get rid of those silos, I suppose, of those operations within your teams. But can you share some real-world examples illustrating successful use of security operations that have had great outcomes for those involved?
Yeah, I mean, we have a lot of customers that have, global teams. They have offices all over the globe. Those offices might use different tools within them, and they might have different coverage models as it relates to their employee base. So it's really hard to get kind of central view of how the business is protected overall. So we have a lot of customers where we've brought together not only the technologies or the tools that they're using, and we use an open agnostic approach to leveraging the telemetry within their environment, kind of regardless of geography or the technology itself. And then we try really hard to make sure that the customer understands at a high level what they need to do to become more protected or improve their security posture, but also kind of where they're at today relative to their peer group or relative to the industry. And that just helps folks kind of focus on what's most important within their environment in a global with a global view and with kind of the security operations talent and techniques and technology to make sure that they're safe.
Because it is a global issue at the moment for something to people.
That's right. Different people use different tools and technologies and leverage people in different ways.
Nick,
but at the end of the day, they all want the same thing.
Nick, I want to thank you for joining me on the program and giving us such an in-depth insight into the space.
Thank you.
That's the program for now. See you next time as we unpack this ever-expanding space and, of course, look to go about ending cyber risk. Be well.
You're watching Ticker. We'll have more in just a few minutes.